Hey guys, I had a hard time focusing on this presentation, so I did a little research on how to focus on the message. Before we begin, I want to let you know what a message is. What's the definition? Literally, it's the communication in writing or verbal speech, pretty much. And how you focus during a speech is basically keeping your mind on the goal, stay focused on that goal. And another method would be to record and make sure you stay on your time limit. And you also want to practice. Practice is key in everything when it comes to a speech.
I had the same problem with practicing, man. Like, I wanted to practice and try it out, but I just didn't know how. Like, what'd you figure out on that?
Well, I have a couple methods. The first method would be to say your speech in front of the mirror. It helps you build confidence, and it helps you with your eye contact because you're looking at yourself. And it's always easy to smile at yourself. I mean, come on. Definitely. But all that research helped me focus on my message, and I think I'm ready, guys.
You know, speaking of that, focusing and all that, I realized that not only just your message, but the things you do non-verbally, just as simple as your eye contact and your hand gestures and your body language, really help you develop a good speech and really get the audience's attention.
Yes.
So what I researched was the nonverbal communications, like such that, and also nonverbal immediacy, which is actually getting that physical and psychological connection with your audience through the eye contact and just the little things like that. I actually found research where a teacher did an experiment basically, and she had a class where she had more connection with that class, and they actually performed better on their tests and in the classroom because of that connection that she had with those students.
That makes perfect sense. And
I think that if you're still struggling with talking and trying to get your message across, it's easier if in your PowerPoint presentation, if that's what you decide to use instead of Prezi or Apple Note, you can just present a video and audio because it catches the audience's attention and it helps provide a visual and they don't have to just keep listening to you
more
talk.
Computer-wise.
Yes, it's called digital storytelling. You tell a story digitally. And it's so much easier than just having to present the whole entire time.
That's a lot easier.
a lot more comfortable, I bet, because who wants to stand up there the whole time and you can just press play?
Exactly. And nobody wants to listen to you talk all the time. It gives them something to pay attention to, catches their attention.
That makes sense.
All of these things that you guys have said are really, they're really helpful. But there's one thing that I can't seem to get over, and I seem to always be doing it.
What's that?
They're vocal fillers. I looked it up. They're words or phrases that are used during speaking, primarily public speaking. Even though, these words are never written on paper, when we present our speech, they're not on our paper, they never are. But we seem to always use them. Some of them,
What's a vocal filler? What's an example?
I just had one too. Some of them are like, you know.
I think
I mean.
while I was talking.
I just said that about 10 times.
I think we all are victims of that.
And so, it's a very common thing to do, and we're college students right here, and we're even doing it. So hopefully, this video can help out some high school students and college students also, because even in interviews or speeches, it doesn't matter. They're still not a good thing to say. So hopefully they can take this and go on with it further. Maybe so can y'all.
I'm
Right,
gonna try.
but hold on, but just keep in mind, and just so they can know, you don't focus so much on perfection. If you make a mistake, nobody knows, nobody cares but you. And yes, the filler sometimes can come into play when you're thinking about what you want to say next.
Even when you're nervous.
When you're nervous, forget it. But when you start your presentation, the most important part is your opening. So once you open and you get your audience's attention, then you should be home free. But of course, you was talking about your method of practice. Practice should be your number one goal to be an effective speaker, of course, with confidence. Once you have confidence, when you share your information, your audience will be more likely to obtain the information that you're giving. And of course, let's not forget eye contact. You mentioned something about eye contact. I researched that if you take your group and you divide them into 4 and you pick one person and you focus on that one person within the group You will make them feel special, and it will help you gain the confidence of your audience.
It's that relationship that I was talking about.
Yeah.
The relationship.
Makes perfect sense.
I think we're set.
So I hope this helps you guys.
I think we helped each other out. I think we're gonna do good now.
I think we're ready to present.